right, all right, all right. Okay, it's that bald head God coming to you from New Orleans, you dig? And it's a Monday morning. I guess it's about 2:37 a.m. And I have something that I want to talk about. Since YouTube, you know, cut the time, I'm going to have to shorten what I have to say, so it won't take long. Just give me a second. I'm trying to straighten the camcorder out. But as I will say once again, down here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and there's a whole lot going on. That's period. I can't seem to get this straight, but anyway, there's a whole lot going on. I just leave it at this height, because, you know, my face, it really doesn't matter what I get seen on here or not. Excuse me, let me kind of duck down or duck off for a minute and get this, alright, that's pretty good. Excuse me. What I'm holding up is the Time-Picayune newspaper down here in New Orleans, and on it, it's a picture of two dead young black men who was murdered by some police officers after Hurricane Katrina. I mean, I think you can see one of the bodies. Anyway, it was murdered by some police officers down here in New Orleans, you know, during the Katrina situation. Let me get back over here and, you know, just sit this newspaper down. And there's another story about a gentleman who was, you know, at the convention center, who was shot in the back with a pistol grip pump by a cop, you know, by a coward. Anyway, I'm going to have at least maybe 10 parts to this story, you know, and it's a straight true story. First of all, I would like to say to every reviewer out there who wish to know the truth about what happened during Hurricane Katrina, just sit back and relax and let your mind really just perceive things the way they should be, or the way, you know, things should be perceived, in order to be able to just see the reality of what happened. For number one, New Orleans was a predominantly black city. Yes, it was ran, you know, by black people, but those black people, for real, was just Uncle Toms and house niggas, you know, just sellouts, period. You know, and on the police force, it wasn't only New Orleans police killing those brothers out there. It was also the black watermen, the hired contract killers that was sent down, you know, called upon by the governor, Kathleen Blanco, as she said in her own words, and they know how to shoot to kill. I guess they should. That's all they train to do, murder people. So brothers was murdered by those guys, the black watermen. You understand what I'm saying? By the wildlife and fishermen, another racist group of cats scattered throughout Louisiana. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of them work at the different penitentiaries throughout the state: Angola, DCI, WCI, Wade, and so on and so forth. And but for the most part, I want to just deal with this strictly the straight New Orleans situation. Most of the police on the New Orleans police force, if there wasn't a murder, they're a murderer now. Because when Katrina hit, them niggas was happy. Right along with them racist white boys on the police force, they was doing the exact same things. They was killing. They was getting their murder on. And when I drive down the streets of this state, every day when I see them and I look in their eyes, I can tell how excited they are. Because they have actually became murderers. You dig? Not only was they first sellouts and suckers, but now many of them on the police force, black, are murderers. You dig? And I don't agree with a lot of the so-called gangster shit that these brothers be talking. Because for the simple reason, ain't no cops being killed here. There's no master protest. None of that going on here in New Orleans. So New Orleans should not be glorified by these young brothers, all these young suckers out here that's thinking they involved in some thug shit. Those things should be abandoned down here. You got black men and black women, these women and kids and different things can't even afford to buy food in the store. Not to mention about the rent and all that. You dig? And all the police down here do is steal, rob, rape, and sneak and kill like the cowards they are. Exercising, you know, their occupational rights. And they're using that because they know a lot of guys, you know, that's in the game down here are afraid of cops. So a lot of these suckers that's down here in the game, they shouldn't even be out there. During the Hurricane Katrina, there was maybe 1,500 brothers that was murdered. When I say 1,500, and that's on the minimum, that was murdered. But one of the reasons why it's going to be difficult to prove it as being true, because for one, a lot of the niggas who saw the shit going down, if they didn't get killed in the process and was blessed to live, they're too afraid to open their fucking mouths. That's for number one. Another reason it would make be difficult to prove that at least 1,500 or 1,600 brothers down here was murdered by those cowards is because a lot of the bodies went back when the debris removal was being picked up. Those bodies rot and different things like that, you know, decayed. And when the FEMA had the big, you know, Shaw Group and all these different companies come through with them big dozers, removing all the trash and all the debris and tearing down these homes, the bodies was through in at those landfills. You won't find some skeletons? Go out there and dig in those landfills off of Almanasta, out there in New Orleans East. Go to the landfills on the West Bank, you know, down Highway 90, and dig up some of those fucking skulls. As for the debris that went back out into the oceans, I mean, we can't recover that. You know, but as I was saying, I'm gonna get back at y'all with some things, because for the simple reason, you know, the truth gotta be, you know, it gotta really come out, not on no news. You dig? The news don't put it like it should be put. The news people don't interview brothers who out here, you know, on that battlefield. Them suckers in church, them preachers, so-called leaders, niggas sell out. They sold their soul to the devil. So they not about to interfere with the politics of what make the city go around and around and around. But sad to say, that's some of the shit that really went on during the hurricane. Many brothers lost their precious lives. Period. New Orleans is overdue for a massive riot. I'm talking about a riot to where this bitch burned like it's Babylon. Or should I say burn like the Babylon is destined to fall as written in the Bible. You dig? And I could only say to the cowardly cops down here in New Orleans, Louisiana, as well as any cop that ever viewed this video of this young black man, you understand what I'm saying? If you're angry, fuck you. Straight up. You understand? Fuck you. The truth gonna be cold. Excuse me, should I say the truth is cold? That's why the truth must be told. And that's period. Warned you for God, coming from the mind of a black man. I have to end because you know the little 10 minutes is out. But I'm going to come back with the following parts beginning later on tomorrow evening. Like I said, it's about 2:45 a.m. Stay great, enjoy your evenings, and until next time, get ready for war. Get ready for war.